Thank you for the prayers that you guys gave me. I was down with ulcers. It was really disturbing me. But all in all, I had a lot of pain. I've told you many times that if I don't be at the farm, my life cannot normalize. That's what I can tell you. I don't know whether you people also you get that kind of life, that kind of environment, but that is me. I really feel I need to be at the farm. I'll definitely go straight to our next episode because I told you, those that have been watching me or following me very, very well, I have been breaking down many things like how do we start goat farming. Actually, that is the theme. The theme is how do we start goat farming. So as we also follow the procedures one by one, we have followed up to take you back, just a throwback in what we've gone through. We talked about all the procedures that we really need to have, land, water, and many other things. But as per now, actually, we are going to talk about an episode that is going to explain to us, now that we have done the housing, now that we have done the pastures. So that means we are getting ready. There is some other point that we people leave behind that I would like you guys to understand, and that is what they call the manpower. Actually, it's one of the strongest things that we have to think about more than even anything, because that's where people actually make mistakes. That's where people go wrong completely, thinking that if I have my relative, like the one I want, I love him to do this, I just have to employ someone. That's not the right procedure. Actually, where we go wrong, where we make mistakes, where people lose money is in the management. Management is a key point. How do you choose? How do you select people to work with? That is a very strong point. And if you do all that, whatever costs that we've gone through, if we don't get the right people to work with, that is going to be a mess and it's going to kill everything. So, follow me very well on this matter, and I would like you people to understand it very well. The moment you understand this, even if you really have bad animals or the moment you have whatever, you are going to be successful. What am I trying to explain to you is that getting somebody to use for working, sorry, to use as your worker or your partner, because me, I call them partners most of the time. You have to look at the personality of someone. But still, there is some people that you can turn into what you want. You get it? So if you turn those people into what you want, it can definitely work perfectly. You get it? What are those people? What do you follow if you want to select someone? Select someone that really loves animals. Then after selecting that person who loves animals, but that doesn't mean that even if somebody doesn't love animals, you cannot employ that person, because we have a lot of, the procedural workers, like the ones that takes animals to the fields, like those that takes animals, no, the overall manager that manages everything. Those are all workers. You might put your person you love to be a manager, but fails to manage your people. That is also another mess. It doesn't mean that a worker is supposed to be born a worker. Sorry, a worker, yes. But it is you to convert him in what you want. Get someone, tell him about what you want to do. Because most of you people just get anybody from anywhere and then you tell him, I want you to work with me. But you've not told him what exactly you want to do. I want you people to be systematic. Get someone you want to use, tell him what you want him to do, and what is your projection, what is your plan that you would like that person to follow. Then after that, introduce him to the training. Most of you people just pick anybody you want and then you take him to the farm. But the right procedure, select the person who is trustworthy. Then after selecting that person, put him on ground. Even if you don't know him, it doesn't mean that he's not trustworthy. And two, Even if you know him, it doesn't mean that he is trustworthy. Like workers are like marriage. Let me say it's marriage. You can try somebody, you really like the appearance and everything, but when you finally grill into that person, you will know the real personality, that this person, I cannot work it out with him or her. So get a worker, introduce him to what you want, tell him what you want, what is your projection, depending on the animals that you're starting with. Where do you want to see him? Because you have to involve him. Where do you want to see him, and where do you want to see yourself? Show that person that if you don't work, that person is also not working. You get it? So show him the methodology that if we do this and that, we shall reach here. And this is the way you're going to benefit. And this is my way that I'm going to benefit. That person is going to settle in and is really going to work very well. Most of you guys, you have, let's say, 50 animals, but you are intending to employ over 3 people looking after 15 animals. If you follow that, it's good that those people are not, working too hard, but you're paying them money. But are you making business with that kind of arrangement? No, because if person is being paid 150,000 plus food plus what, and is there looking after, let's say, 50 animals. In my farm, every worker handles over 350 goats. So that means if you're having a worker that is having a small number of animals, feeding on the same and everything, it's your negative, it is your loss. Because a person who can handle 50 animals, that is the same person that can handle even 350. You have to do some calculation there and know. So the more the number, the better for you, the owner. But I want you guys to learn how to handle those people. That's where we definitely make mistakes. Because in our nature, we are not the same. But being polite does not stop you from being the boss, but as well doesn't stop you from, but it can stop you from achieving. These people you see behind me, or those people you see, they can, stop your business just within a minute. So be polite, be good, be observant. If you look at that person, just know the personality of this person. What can he do? What you only have to know, one, which numbers of animals am I giving to this person? After knowing the numbers of the animals, is it really making sense for me? Like some people have many animals, they have very small number. They have very few animals, they have bigger number of labor. So the people that you have to be with, like, let me talk to the person who is starting, just have a general manager. That general manager can help you even employ someone. Or if he can't do it, just have the general manager, then also have a sub manager, the one that manages the flock, such that you put one person on a pin. He's the one to answer all your questions. So if you ask, he's the person that is going to answer you. But not everybody at the farm that is supposed to communicate to you. And that way of procedure, some of you people are using it, and you're telling me, if I do divide and rule, I benefit more because I get stories from this person, I get stories from this person. That will confuse you for no reason. It's going to disturb your mind, but you put trust in one person. Follow him, because that one you cannot fail to assess that one person and understand whether that person is really doing the right thing. Don't fear a lot about people who can steal your animals. Of course they will, but you will find out later who is doing that. You get it? Than you being in a scare that all the time my animals are going, what, that is not going to work. This business is about trust. How do you trust people that you work with? That is also another issue. So have the top manager who is supervising the whole project, and also have a sub manager that is going to handle the health of the animals. But don't fail to train that person. We really love our people, but train those people on how they should handle the animals. Because most of the time we make losses because we don't train those guys. You pick him, you love him, you do what, but you put him on the farm, but he doesn't know anything. So for the issue, you're done with everything now, you want to stock the animals. First look at the management. How do you put the management? You write down all your animals, tag them, then write the stock you've given him. If there is any mortality, then they have also to write, such that you follow your stuff, but don't also fear about those simple mortalities. No, just follow the procedures very, very well. If there is death, write it, find out what could be the cause of death. But having a worker, one worker can handle a flock of 350 animals. So instead of dividing his resources, please give it to one person and then he handles more animals. Give him the techniques, take him to certain farm to have some training, and that will definitely help you out. So I think for the management, I've taken you through what you follow when you're recruiting. Don't look at the one you love so much. Look at the person who will perform. How many people should you have? One person can handle 350. Unless if your animals are on zero grazing and you need more labor to carry the animals, sorry, the feeds to them, there you can add. But having many workers vis-a-vis less number of animals, you're not making any business sense. So don't divide. I do advise you to be polite. A person who is polite to the workers, we always get very good results. Why? Because people might think that you're not serious or you're not furious, and you'll always be getting all the information that you want. And let me remind you this, that these are human beings. Whatever you deserve, those people as well deserve it. So try your best and make sure that you handle those people very well. Me, that's how I handle my workers. They are my friends, they are my partners. So when I come to the farm, I have to do a shopping for them. I bring to them. But that doesn't mean that there is no those, fake guys. They must be there. But it is okay because they are human beings. Do what you're supposed to do, right? Talk to them, understand. Don't put them on pressure. Just find solutions. Don't always insist on problems because problems are supposed to be there, but you are the solution. Make those people understand that they are the solution of the problem that you have. You will definitely be in a very good condition with farming. So we have also handled that issue of putting in the workers. So that means after putting in the workers, what next is going to be stocking. So I'm going to be talking about stocking. How do we stock? What do we have to stock? And what are the challenges of stocking? And what are the reasons? So I think let me just give you a break and bye for now.